We all know that cleaning our teeth is important, not only for our smiles, but for good breath. The bacteria that causes gum disease can trigger inflammation in blood vessels, which has recently been linked to bowel cancer and to stimulating other types of cancer cell growth. One WA innovator is working on a toothpaste infused with a precious metal, which she claims can destroy bad bacteria. Ingrid Rodriguez spent much of her career as a dental hygienist in Australia and overseas, looking at the effects of gum disease. Inspired to make a difference in what people use to clean their teeth, she started working on a new compound, infused with a surprise ingredient.
Gold is one of the most biocompatible materials we can use in the body, and it's been used for medicinal purposes for centuries, going back to Egyptian era. As a dental clinician, when I used to clean my patients' teeth, when I'd look at gold crowns versus porcelain fused to metal crowns, I would notice that the gums were always a lot healthier around a gold crown, which got me thinking, what is going on here? This is why we started using gold. Now, gold also acts as a catalyst in our formulation to form hydroxyapatite, which is a mineral that resembles tooth structure and bone, and that is very exciting because the body recognises that as its own and then starts this self-healing process.
Billions of people end up with tooth decay and gum disease mainly because of our consumption of sugary foods and drinks, or from failing to brush properly and visit a dentist regularly. Bad mouth bacteria has been linked to illnesses including heart disease, diabetes, respiratory problems, and rheumatoid arthritis. The results can be dire and more serious than people think.
So as a dental hygienist of 30 years, my primary role was to treat this insidious disease of gum disease and witness firsthand how it was linked with other chronic diseases. And basically the general link between them all is this inflammatory process that's going on in the body.
Ingrid decided to do something innovative, to create her own toothpaste, which she says will also be able to be used in powder form or as a liquid wash. For now, it's fluoride-free, but fluoride will be added to pass regulatory standards.
So as a regulatory advisor, we support companies like Iconic in that clinical development process to make sure that they're following all the right pathways in terms of getting the product to market to make sure it's met all of those requirements that are expected by the regulatory bodies in any country.
Iconic says that its toothpaste shields the gums and teeth from the harmful bacteria, and that its formula may one day be used in chewing gum as well.
Nanotechnology is actually the science of creating extremely small particles called nanoparticles. And Iconic, we're using these tiny specks of gold nanoparticles to tackle stubborn, sticky layers made by bacteria in our teeth called biofilm. Well, our particles have various functions in this paste. They act like wrecking balls to break down the biofilm, they provide a shield against bacteria, and they aid in the formation of a mineral in our body, which are the essential building blocks of supporting strong teeth and bones. I was actually inspired to use gold on biofilms after watching a documentary many years ago which highlighted the remarkable properties of gold nanotechnology. We believe that our paste can help facilitate natural tooth restoration and also ensure a more sustainable approach to oral health. So in its raw form, natural form, at this leaf form, gold is the colour of gold, right? But then when we break it down into these little nanoparticles that we've talked about before, these tiny specks, it actually has the ability to change colour, and so can go anything from a reddish pinkish colour to a blue purplish colour. It all depends on those sizes that we spoke about before. So in its final form, it won't look like that. It will look like a paste that we have here from the laboratory in this tube. It will look like a toothpaste, but it has a coloured particle in it. Oral diseases impact half the global population. We have an opportunity to do something. Most of these diseases are preventable, tooth decay and gum disease, yet we haven't got a solution. Oral health is a fundamental human right, and every person on the planet deserves access to products that prevent disease. Iconic is we have a vision to create a world that's free from these oral diseases, gum disease, tooth decay, with the expectation that we want to hit 1 billion mouths of impact by 2033.